Here we'll talk about critical discourse analysis and the discourses about terrorism and violence. And as we all know, these discourses have been a key concern and popular topics in recent studies, not only academic studies, but also in media debates and topics across the world. I'll just introduce this topic to you, and I'll just introduce what terrorism is according to many people who are working in the domain of politics and academics. The fusion of politics and media have created interest of many people into the discourses about politics, and it simultaneously has also made many politicians as media celebrities who appear on televisions every day. Uh, uh, they talk to an anchor or a media person and convey their ideologies, thoughts to the public, and then they become popular or unpopular among the people. But they remain in the limelight. That makes them popular in general terms. So, but this phenomena, this overdoing of media regarding politics, has created a lot of interest among masses about certain political issues. They may be misled, but they now can be said to be more aware of many political phenomena which previously they were not. And this has resulted into the creation of multifaceted aspects of political discourse. One of these aspects is or one of the discourses which are now being discussed and produced is the discourse about terrorism and violence. And this discourse has got special importance after 9/11. 9/11 is that notorious incident that very we must say unkind incident which happened in America regarding when two aircrafts just collided with the two important buildings in America, and there was a kind of mayhem, and we can see there was a loss of precious human lives. There was a loss of very important properties in America, and that created a huge reaction not only on the part of American government but the governments across the world, and simultaneously it created some critical and also uncritical discourse about terrorism. That's why 9/11 is considered to be an uh, important event in relation to the discourses about terrorism and violence. Terrorism as a socio-political construct is very difficult to be defined, since it involves a lot of individual interest also. So it's very difficult to define it objectively and universally. Most of the time, it is a context-based construct. Well, many people, for their academic convenience, may define terrorism as systematic use of violence and intimidation to achieve certain goals, maybe political or economic goals. But this seems to be a quite a superficial definition of a phenomena which is deeply embedded in so many political, cultural, historical, uh, psychological worldviews and ideologies. And most of the times, these ideologies and worldviews are conflicting between people, between nations, or between various groups. Sometimes, maybe between governments and those groups who are not recognized by the governments. Often, academics and political analysts find terrorism as a calculated element of propaganda, also. I mean, this may be used as an excuse to target your enemy. And based on this, the word used by unscrupulous governments and unofficially elected leaders, maybe leaders of some terrorist organization, uh, who want a common people to accept their enemy as their enemy. I mean, they want कि जिस शख्स को या जिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को वो दुश्मन मानते हैं, आम लोग भी उसको दुश्मन माने. And that is the point where we think that the term terrorism is being misused by some unscrupulous leaders. It can often be hypocritical and misleading term which we all righteously condemn. हम सारे किसी न किसी सूरत में टेररिज्म को कंडेम करते हैं. But the problem is, there may be a situation in which our terrorist may be some other nation's hero, and we can see this on regular basis when the conflicting nations target each other's people or their army men. They claim their victory by killing other peoples. So that the people they kill are the heroes of the nation to whom they belong to, and they are the traitors to the nation who kill them. So in this situation, it becomes very difficult to define who the terrorist is, one who was killed and or the one who killed him. So it depends on the situation. That's why we always say terrorism is a very much a context specific construct. And when the people we like are engaged in such violence oriented activities, we as individuals or as nations, we coin beautiful terms to explain it. This may be called a war on freedom, a war for freedom, or war against terrorism. We may call it liberation or defense uh, of the free world, or national honor. So, in the name of national honor, in the name of free world, we can see so many things, violent things initiated in the recent history of the world. Terrorism is a discursive construction which affects the impact greatly on several aspects of the public and private lives of individuals. And it has done so quite severely in recent times, especially in last 2 decades after World War, after 9/11. Loaded with assumptions, such a discourse is usually interlinked with other discourses such as on history and identity politics, and therefore it continues to be used uncritically. So, when one's religious sentiments or historical attachments, identity attachments are attached to a certain group, uh, the events and the discourses based on terrorism are explained or interpreted differently. So, the discourses generated about such events may be prone to multiple interpretations to various people. People cannot engage in war and violence without the mediating force of discourse. Because in order to wage a war, you need to declare an enemy, and in order to declare an enemy, you need discourse which would convince other people that the person you are going to wage war against is actually an enemy of them also. So the creation of enemy, in other words, requires the discursive process of constructing an outgroup and distancing that group from the humanity of in group. You have to convince that that outgroup is an enemy to the people you belong to, and that gives you some kind of a moral excuse to wage a war against or to wage some violent activities against any nation or group.